Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense takes the field to start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Buck. Got it set up on the outside. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Oh, he makes a catch. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
To the ground with the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Buck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Michigan State. What a catch and run for 6.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
A strike downfield. Lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players would be jacked out of their minds.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. Another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I got to say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running behind that left side. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking downfield, it's Buck. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's Wallace. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The lone back's got it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Buck. Pressure coming. It's caught. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Delivers the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. The give to the back. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Spartans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back and forth.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
They'll try the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Brown. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. To throw, it's Buck. They've got the screen set up. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways. They're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We play
What an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Buck. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to the ground. The Spartans are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Middle Tennessee. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Took a shot as he threw.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the...
And that ball's free behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
I don't know if
they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that's why
able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Scrambling away. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Spartans! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Penn State 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They'll throw it on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Got a man. It's Gage. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. And the Spartans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And the defense can feel it now. They've got the lead late in the fourth quarter. You just got a sack. It's fourth down. They can smell blood in the water, and they are going to get after the quarterback here.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for the whole year.